Hello my beautiful hammerheads and welcome back to Black Library Reviews Part 18, Bonereapers. So this is quite a short story made for the novella series, and it's one of the few Bonereaper publications. And I have pretty mixed feelings about this one. This book is written by Guymer, and sadly it has the villain syndrome, in which the story is not really seen in the point of view of the Bonereapers, but again in the cities of Sigmar view. And that is kinda sad, but Guymer pulls it off because the cities of Sigmar are of course in a contract with the Bonereapers, and the contract says that everyone who reaches a certain age has to give up one arm. So at a certain age, they're just lining up every kid basically and send them to the Bonereapers to get their arm chopped off. That's kind of fascinating. So they're not just digging up their dead or something like that, and their whole society is just adapting to the fact that they only have one arm. No, but there is also a faction of elves in the city who are not part of the contract, and some fire slayers. Specifically a rune son with a rune smiter, I think. Rune master, something rune, and some Volkite berserkers, of course, and a doom seeker. Why am I telling you all this? More specifically about the Fire Slayers, because it has a bit more of a background story for the story. And the elves are just so, oh yeah, here are elves. So they're not that important for the story. But it is a Bonereaper novel. And when the Bonereapers are actually there, I loved it. And I loved it to my core, because there is a stark comparison in how the Bonereapers are actually having conversations foremost with each other and then with their human counterparts in the contract discussions. And so when the annual tithe collection is coming up, they're building tables and chairs for the delegations of the cities, and they're bringing some wine which they made themselves. So this is also fascinating, and they're just seeing this totally cold-blooded, yeah, it's just a discussion for a new contract. Should we alter it? Should we keep it? What are your thoughts about this? And this is just numbers. It's nothing else. It's just numbers. And the city representative is just up to here, and she's angry with the Bonereapers, and during the discussion she's basically just like, I'm going to murder them. So this was awesome. I love this part, and of course it's not going to end well with their discussions, and it's a Warhammer story. It has to come to war. And so the Bonereapers are going back to their, I don't know, caravan. It's not really pointed out where they are congregating before the city, and they're talking tactics, blah blah blah. And the Soul Mason, who is basically in charge of the Bonereaper operations, is just like, I have an idea. Takes out one of the phylacteries, or what's it called? I don't know. I forgot. Just a second. I don't know. I can't find it right now. But one of those vessels in which they store souls, and the soul who he is conjuring up is an elder of this specific city, and he knows everything of the city, the layout and yes, everything. So they're asking, is there something which we can use against the city? And of course there is. So they're playing basically with the knowledge of the city against the city. That's amazing, because up until then, in the short stories, this isn't really used as much. And the phylacteries, I just call it now, I don't know, are basically just background story. They are there, so just ignore it, basically. Yeah, that was fun. So as this story is not a really long one, there isn't much to talk about. I enjoyed it. As I've said, there is the villain syndrome, in which we do not get much from the point of view of the Bonereapers. But that's okay, because maybe that's just okay for me, because I like Cities of Sigmar and I love how to see how the cities are reacting to the other factions, how they're adapting. And as I've said, with the whole, we're adapting to the thing with the whole society has just one arm, how they're reloading their cannons, how synchronized everything is with them, because all their swordsmen have just a sword and not a shield. So this was fun. But if you're looking for a real Bonereaper story, sadly this did not hit the mark. Overall, I give this a 7 out of 10 Tithe collections when you are a Bonereaper aficionado, and if you don't mind to see them from another perspective. But yeah, it's a good book. So I'm sorry if I have missed anything. It's been a while since I have recorded my Black Library reviews. If you have any thoughts about this review and the book, please leave them in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is fun. Have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic. Stay hydrated. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.